Well, hello there, and welcome back to the Brodeurland Show. I am so glad you're here. Today's topic on the Brodeurland Show is kindness. That is right. Now, you may be wondering, what are we going to talk about today when it comes down to kindness? Well, first, we've got to talk about what does it mean to be kind. Second, remember that there is no act of kindness too small, so start now. And third, people will remember how you made them feel. So show kindness so you can make a lasting impact. Now, look at me blabbing away. We've got to get this show started. And so to do so, we've got to first take a look at what that Brodeurland definition of kindness means. So let's take a look and let's dive in right now. So the Brodeurland definition for kindness goes like this: the quality of being friendly, generous, and considerate to other people at all times wherever you are at. Now that you know the Brodeurland definition for kindness, we've got to learn how can we apply kindness to our everyday lives. So in order to do that, I've got 3 quotes lined up for us today that really embody kindness and will allow us to really learn how we can make an impact and use them in our everyday lives. So what are we waiting for? Without further ado, let's dive into our first quote right now. So our first quote today is by Theodore Roosevelt, and he says this: "Do what you can with what you have where you are." So after listening to this quote right here, the key when it comes down to kindness is this: you've got to start right now. Don't wait another minute. Don't push it off till tomorrow. No, we're all capable of showing kindness. You just got to start in your own neck of the woods with the people you encounter every single day. You see, each day we have moments with other people. The key is, do you have the courage to show kindness in those moments, to make acts of kindness in those moments, or do you allow those moments to slip away? No, you can't allow those moments to slip away. Definitely not. You're capable. You can do it. You can show kindness. You just have to have that courage to move forward and really try to make that impact, to bring that hope, to elevate those people. Now, a lot of times we may ask ourselves, well, wait a minute. How big of an act of kindness do I have to make? And that's a good question. And that's a good question to help lead us into our next quote right here. Our next quote today is by Scott Adams, and he says this: "Remember, there's no such thing as a small act of kindness. Every act creates a ripple with no logical end." I really love how this quote starts, and it talks about how there's no act of kindness too small. That's right. You see, so many times we can get into our head and we can think about, man, I got to make some big, monumental, grand act of kindness, and that is not true. The key is, can you be present in the moment with that person, with those people that are present in each of those moments of your life, whether the simplest to the most special. It doesn't matter. And you see, from there, that's the spark. That's the beginning. That's the start that's going to help cause this ripple effect. You see, once you start helping somebody, once they can see that hope, once they can feel that kindness, from there, they can get lifted up. And when they get lifted up, they can in turn do the same to other people. That's the ripple effect. That's the awesomeness that can happen with kindness. Sure, we may have opportunities at time to really make grand and big acts of kindness, but at the end of the day, it just matters the most to do something, no matter how small or how big, to really lift somebody up and make an impact in somebody else's life. Now that's the top. That's the key we've got to talk about next. How can I make an impact through kindness with other people? And so we're going to talk about that in our final quote right here. Our final quote today is by Maya Angelou, and she says this: "I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." This quote right here is so true. If you want to be able to make a positive and lasting impact on another person, you got to be able to lift them up. You got to be able to give them that hope. You see, people remember how a person made them feel, whether it was yesterday or years ago. I mean, for me, if I'm reflecting on my life, I can remember all the way back, even when I was a little kid, the people that made me happy, the people that made me feel accepted, the people that showed me I was capable. But I can also remember people that made me feel scared, the people that were mean to me, maybe that brought me down. I may not remember word for word exactly what they said, but I remember their kindness, or in some instances, their lack of kindness. Now, don't get me wrong. We've got to be honest with people. We can't just sugarcoat things and be fake with them. That's not what kindness is all about. But what kindness is about is that I can go and walk with a person on their journey. I can give them that positive experience, that positive memory, and that hope to walk with that person and show that they are capable and to show that they're not alone on their life's journey. That's the power of kindness right there. So always remember, you make each day a special day by just you being you. There's no one in the whole world like you except you, and I like you just the way you are. It's good that you exist, but you've got to go out there. You've got to make acts of kindness wherever you're at. Spread that kindness so you can become that best version of yourself. Until next time, Broder out. Peace.